welcome back. I am Jefferson Alonzo Green, aka The Jag, and it is time once again for the Jags Week in Review. I call it Juggernauts and Jabronis. If you're new to the show, let me explain. We're going to cover 4 topics: the Juggernaut of the week, the Jabroni of the week, the spot of the week, and the promo of the week. So without any further ado, I'm going to jump right into it. The Jag is here for Heel Turn Wrestling. Make sure you follow them at HT Wrestling 316 on all social media channels, and make sure you follow us at Make Me a Fan 316. Let's go. So the Juggernaut of the week is none other than Bianca Belair. She is fantastic. She is prolific and gifted. She just had a hell of a match against Rhea Ripley here on NXT TakeOver Portland, and so I think she deserves a little bit of love. She deserves some respect. After seeing what she did in the Royal Rumble, where she's kicking everybody's butt, taking all kinds of names, throwing people out. I mean, she's a former CrossFit champion. Homegirl is strong. She's in shape. She looks good. She can work a microphone. She is the Juggernaut of the week. And I believe, and of course the encyclopedia agrees, that she should get called up to the main roster so she can spend some time and travel the road with her man. I think she is that damn talented that she should be on Raw or SmackDown, and she can definitely add something because she's strong, she's intimidating, and she's fierce. And that's why she is the Juggernaut of the week among a sea of Juggernauts in NXT TakeOver, but more on that in a second. Now, the Jabroni of the week. You know who this is. Mr. Val Venis, former Attitude Era star. The guy was kind of a big deal back in the Attitude Era days, but he hasn't done diddly since. He's been in the milk carton. He's been missing. Nobody knows. Nobody cares about Val Venis. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard from him. But all of a sudden, he starts talking trash about a certain Nyla Rose, who is, yes, a transgender athlete who just won the Women's Championship in AEW. And whether you agree with that or whether you don't agree with that, there's a certain level of respect and decency that you want to show, just as respect for a fellow human being. And this guy has gone on, talking trash, calling her out, making all kinds of stupid names and making a big fuss. And honestly, I like the way Nyla came back at him. She said, you know, achievement unlocked, made Val Venis relevant, which I thought was a good comeback because wasn't anybody checking for Val Venis before he started talking trash. And I hope he goes and crawls back in whatever hole he was in before he started talking trash about Nyla Rose, because in this day and age, you have to be tolerant, you have to be respectful, and this guy is not, which is what earned him the Jabroni of the Week title, courtesy of yours truly, aka The Jag. Now, for the promo of the week, we've got to talk about Mr. Dustin Rhodes, aka Dustin Rhodes, at AEW. Homeboy worked the mic for a very short promo, but it was very effective, and he kind of, you know, he had my heart because everybody wants to see Jake Hagar get his butt kicked. And after the arm-breaking incident and all that stuff with Dustin Rhodes, he wants a piece of Mr. Hager. He called him out. He called him out at Revolution. I believe he accepted, so this is the match that's going to happen. And I was excited to hear him do it in the way he did it because it was old school. It felt good. We felt like they had some real heat, some real animosity. He's really going to kick his butt, which is what I love. I like thinking that this is, you know, it feels real. There's good tension. There's a good feud. There's a good confrontation. It gives me something to look forward to if and when I decide to buy Revolution, which I'm not sure I will yet. So let's see what happens on Dynamite this week. Last but not least, the spot of the week is a tough one because NXT TakeOver Portland was fan-freaking-tastic. There were a ton of spots, ton of cool, memorable moments in that show. It's kind of hard to drill them all down, but I think one thing, the thing that popped me the most, the thing that got me out of my chair and made me most excited was the double spirit bomb between Keith Lee and Dijakovic. When he hit that second spirit bomb and Mr. Dijakovic kicked out, I was like, son of a biscuit, this is a hell of a match. I couldn't believe it. And you know, I'm kind of have a problem with people kicking out of finishers. It bugs me a little bit. But you know what? In the storytelling of this one, it worked. These guys have a history. They know each other well. They're two big guys beating the stuffing out of each other. They had some amazing high spots. That whole freaking match could be spot of the week. But that double spirit bomb, that kicking out of that double spirit bomb was fantastic. Mr. Lee and Mr. Dijakovic are prolific and gifted. So they get my spot of the week. So that's going to do it for Juggernauts and Jabronis for this week. I know I've been missing in action, a lot of things going on. Life's been hectic, but I'm going to try to get back to it and do this on a more consistent, regular basis. If you're watching this on Heel Turn Wrestling, make sure you tune in next week for Juggernauts and Jabronis. Again, if you're watching this on Make Me a Fan, tune in tomorrow because we put out new videos every day at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, noon Eastern. So that's going to do it for the Jag. Be sure to follow us at Make Me a Fan 316 on all social media channels. Follow Heel Turn Wrestling at HT Wrestling 316. And of course, send all your love, send all your hate, send all your feelings at aka The Jag on all social media channels. And we will see you next time.